crew of the fearless, we sail through time. Corvus Spatium, our name etched in light. With a heart full of fire, we'll burn through the night. Through the asteroid fields in the deep unknown, we ride with the fury, our engines have grown. No shadow can claim us, no law can bind. We're free in the stars and we'll never rewind. Corvus Spatium, we're born to fly. Into the darkness, we aim for the sky. We'll rise from the ashes, together we'll stand. In the void of the cosmos, we're making our stand. Corvus Spatium, warriors of the fleet. In the heart of the stars, we can't be beat. Together we conquer, together we roam. Corvus Spatium, we make the stars our home. Outlaws or heroes.
Hey everybody, so we are back and we are a little alien tonight. So tonight we're going to talk about the obvious thing in the room here, the prowler, and some of the news that came out with the patch and stuff like that. So we've got the prowler here. This is the new utility version. Let's step outside and look at it. So we've got, or Osiris, did you want to say hello? Sorry, jumping right into it. Wait, is Osiris not here? Did not realize this.
Sorry, adjusting to this new headset. Hey guys, yes, this is the new prowler.
So this is the Thunder something paint. Let me look. The Torchbearer, that's what it is. So this is the Torchbearer paint on it. It looks pretty good. It's definitely like this color on it. I've also got the Talon with the Crimson paint is very similar, but I definitely like the red. So we'll start on the outside. We've got two 16 SU storage compartments on it. So you got one 16 on this side, one 16 on that, and you kind of any variation to make 16 SUs still fit in there. You can snap an Atlas, but from what I've seen, you have to be facing the front of the ship, and then it'll snap upside down, and you can only put one on each side. For some reason, a Atlas takes up 16 SU slots.
Hey.
Yes.
Don't put your finger in there.
What is it? Is that the fuel?
It's a fuel port.
Okay. That is an interesting place to put it. So it's got two ways in. So you got a ladder here, which goes in and out, and you've got a ramp on the back between the tails, which I don't mind the design of the prowler, not at all. I do think it's a little overpriced for what this is. I think $250 would have been a lot better price on this for credit.
For credit, yeah.
I think credit $250 and a little bit cheaper for War Bond, the normal. But
you got to remember it's alien tax.
You got the alien tax on it, and I get that, but still think it's a little high. It's got 3 slots right here that are the storage compartment, the 1/8 SU containers. You've got 3 drop seats in it still, and each seat, including the pilot and co-pilot, has a storage in it, 150K, which is really good. That's more than some of the cargo ships have as just random internal storage. So each ship having that, or each seat having that, including the pilot and co-pilot. So you have here, this is the co-pilot seat, and upstairs is the pilot. little ladder there, and you got the pilot seat, which has the view up top. You've got your components, which we'll talk about what it's got in a moment. So you've got, here's all your components, or a lot of them. I think there's more scattered out.
There are some more in that where the pilot seat is, in the same area as the pilot seat.
Yeah, I'm
but
up here at the
that's where
pilot seat.
Yeah, there's a component room behind it, and then there is a few components spread into that room.
That opens up. Okay, I was like, where? I thought there was more. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you got, that's your quantum, I believe, there, and your jump drive, your shields. It's got 4 shields. I don't know where all they are. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I'm getting in the seat. Well, we'll get a view from the outside. So this is that, and it is a color shift, which I really like the color shift. I wish we had more ships with paints like this. Why are you, how did you, this is why we can't have nice things. Osiris is just up on the roof. So it's weapons wise, it's got 2 size 4 for the pilot and 2 size 3 on a remote turret, which when you're solo, you do have complete access to both sets of guns for the pilot. So you got 2 coolers. There's the other 2 shields. You got your coming soon engineering terminal. You're gonna have some components there and there also. So for shields, let me look at that real quick. For shields, you have, or we'll start at the top. So its speed is 208 in an SCM with a force 37 boosted, and then 1110 nav speed. You've got your 2 size 4 pilot guns, which these are light strikes, and then you have 2 Badgers for the remote turret. I think that's what they are.
Badgers? No, there are
Panthers.
not Badgers.
Panthers.
No.
What are they?
These are Esperia's. God.
Let me look. I'll bring it up. I forgot to write that down. Deadbolt. Sorry, they're ballistics. That's right.
They're
So you got,
deadbolts and light strikes.
yeah, you got light strikes on the top. What did I say they were on top? Or on the pilots? Light strike, right?
Yes.
So they're light strikes and deadbolt 3s. You do have a remote tractor beam, which we'll show you that real quick. Are you on the ship still?
Yes.
Okay,
Well, not on top anymore, but
okay, I'm gonna lift off for a second.
I am strapped in and ready to go, Captain.
That's not what I want to do. Is there VTOL on it?
No.
Okay. So you've got, did not mean to open the hanger, but so in the back, or in the front, you've got the remote turret, which you can see the ship swaying now. That is from the turbulence and stuff. And you can see it's doing things with the, there you go. So you can see my left seat there. But you've got pretty good view. Can you open the compartments?
Hold on. Let me get out of the seat.
Okay. So you've got access to load your cargo because those drop down, which makes it real nice. So you can be hovering like this. Those drop down, and like at Hathor, grabbing containers or parts and throwing them up on the grid. You know, if you're looting parts, stuff like that, batteries, you can throw the batteries up here. Those should each take up like a 16, I think.
Yeah,
So,
you can only fit 2 of them on
so
this
you can
thing.
put 2 batteries on here, and then you go back to the pilot, and then the pilot also can remote into the turret. So if you've got somebody that is chasing you, you can set your cruise control and kind of fire at them behind you, which is kind of cool. We'll put the landing gear down. which they did change the way the landing gears. Those little the feathers used to stick out when you were landed, so they would
Ow.
fold out onto the ground. I'm making hand gestures. Y'all can't see anything, but oh, I thought that was you firing. That was weird. I thought, did you fall out?
Yes, you
Okay.
landed a little hard.
Sorry. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. So you've got other parts here. We've got four of the obscura shields. You've got two heatsink coolers. These are all size 2 parts. One Eclipse power plant and one Nova quantum drive. It's got 96,300 whole HP with 2.25 quantum and 43 hydro. You've got a 21-minute claim timer expedited to 5 minutes 15 seconds for 92,000 at the full time. It's only in PTU right now because the patch didn't get out when they were expecting, I'm assuming. I really think they thought the patch was going to drop Thursday, and it just wasn't ready. So that is kind of where I'm at with that. You've got your button here for your ramp, and it opens and closes very quickly, which I like. It doesn't take, oh, shit, my bad. I'm not trying to knock you off, I swear.
I know.
How did you get up there? Okay. So it's a nice chip. I will give it that. It looks good. I do think it's overpriced for what it is. I think
alien ships always are.
They are, but I really think if they had made this area here, removed this whole ramp and catwalk, and made it another 1 SCU of cargo wide and 4 or 5 long, whatever it makes up the length of a 16, you could have added 15 or 40 SCU. You could have a total of 40 SCU instead of the 32. That being 1 wide, 2 tall, and I think 4 deep is what it is. Yeah, 4 deep.
I was right. You're not able to sit on a cargo locked couch anymore.
Interesting. Maybe it's just that one, hopefully. But I think that would have been a lot cooler. Also, I think if they could have done that and then figured out how to let us land on top of stuff like Ursas and Cyclones, you could use this as a vehicle dropship. I think that would have been a really cool function, being able to land on Ursa-sized vehicles, scoop them up, and fly away. The little face hugger stuff comes down, scoops up the vehicle, kind of, it snaps to the grid or whatever, and then it scoops up and flies off. A Nursa would fit in here 100%. I believe that. Just the space that they have in it. That would be my, I would really love to see that happen with it. But it's done. But it's not a bad ship, just a little overpriced, personally. I used credit to get it, so no real money, fresh money went into this. But yeah, overall, I think it's a nice ship. It's cool. Just, my opinion, it costs too much. The other news we got. So tonight, this is actually the first release candidate that we got. So this is RC1 that went live just an hour ago. The Alien Week started yesterday. They do have a starter pack for Alien Week, which is the Sulan, and it is the ship, the Luminary paint, a Xenothal, suit and armor, which is a one-piece it's an undersuit type armor and a helmet. The S71, 24-month insurance, and 20,000 SU starting for $72.25, which is not bad because that's an $85 ship normally without any of the extra armor, guns, any of that stuff. So I think that is a decent starter package if you're wanting an alien ship. They are the patch notes I saw tonight were kind of cool. They've, well, not cool, but nice things added. They changed the persistent stuff, some of it, so we get more stuff that's going to persist. The harvestals from the animals, so your Marok gems, Copion horns, uh, Ratana dung. I think that's one of the bugs, like the pill beetle. There's a few other ones that maybe those are fruits. The Valakar fangs and Valakar skin chitin are both good. Yeah, that's the armor that comes with the set. It's an interesting armor. The helmet is odd, but yeah. So the flight blades, the bomb racks are all long-term persistent. Same with the fauna harvestals. They added that. A bunch of bug fixes. They did some ground vehicle scanning adjustments to make it like a pilot scanning instead of ground vehicles were a little different, I think. So now it's going to be more in line with what a ship's is. They also did some more polishing on the ASD facilities. So I think that's about all I got tonight. Osiris, what do you got? Anything?
Yes, there are quite a few interesting facts on this one, on this ship, that normally you might not notice. Like over here, there's a warning label to keep your hands and legs in at all times during disembark.
Okay. Just love that
And then
color
on the very top of the ship, there is a giant Asperia logo.
Okay. See if I can get up there. Damn it. Here, close the elevator. Maybe I can walk up that way. It doesn't like me, Osiris. What did you do to my ship? You told it bad things about me. It heard me talking shit about its price. And says you don't think I'm worth it. Okay, we're gonna do this the smart way. We're at.
On top of the turret.
I don't see it.
Okay.
Maybe I just don't know what I'm looking at.
And you didn't mention the fact that it shows the cargo area on the ground.
Oh yes, it does. So it does, like the C1 and stuff like that are starting to do this, the hologram that shines down. So we now see where the cargo area would be. The wings, the little face hugger stick pops out, and you got your buttons here to open and close. There you go. So, does it open both sides at the same time or just one? Just one,
You have
right?
to
Yeah.
just one.
Yeah. Grabs me by the head and lifts me in. It's the new drop seat. I do. The alien ships have the best paints in the game, hands down. Like the way it shifts and stuff like that. It just their paints are amazing. Like that color on that. So yeah, I definitely like the paints and the alien ship. Like the normal prowler has two size 5s up here, instead of the size 4s. So that would be a size 5, and then the size 3 on top. I don't mind having it downsized a little bit, one size down. Okay, yeah, it's been nice to have a size 5, but a size 4 isn't the end of the world. Still got 2 of them, and you got the guns on top, and you got a tractor beam, which I think comes out right here. Yeah, I think this is the tractor beam. This little hatch. But I think that's all we got tonight, unless you've got something else, Osiris.
Nope.
All right.
That is be sold on Patreon.
Well, we
Alrighty.
will see y'all next week. And
Apologize for having a day late, but technical difficulties.
so, good night, everybody.
It's hard to define, but we stand united, our will intertwined. From Stanton to Pyro to the edges of space, we're chasing the horizon.